Many greetings to you, our YouTube family, from wherever you are watching us from. This is Joint Hands, Green Life Trees, and I'm John Bosco.
I'm Pamela from Joint Hands, Green Life Trees.
And there's just so much that we want to show you. We are deep into the interior,
Kiburanga.
Yeah, Kiburanga Village.
Kiburanga Village, Kuria West.
Yeah, Kuria West.
Yeah.
As you may recall, we were here some few days ago.
Yeah,
And
was it on Monday or Tuesday?
It was a day before yesterday. That was on Wednesday.
You know, we have a lot of operations, so I also tend to forget when we
yeah, there are just lots of operations.
a lot of operations, a lot of movement.
Yeah, lots of movement. Like today, when we happen to be in Kiburanga, you can't tell where we will happen to be next.
Yes, and we were supposed to attend another meeting with the NEMA.
Yeah, no, with that meeting, Steve represented us. Yes. So we are just so glad, not Steve, but Billy. Yeah, Billy represented us in that meeting.
So we were well represented.
We were well represented. I'm hoping he will give us the updates on what will have transpired or what will have been discussed. Sure. That meeting was... to attend a stakeholders meeting. Joint Hand Green Life Trees was also to bring together. It was convened by the National Environment Management Authority, and it was to be attended by the Kenya Forest Service and such other stakeholders. KFRI, the Kenya Forest Research Institute, the county government, and every other stakeholder that is involved in environmental matters. So we were represented in that meeting because we gave priority to the work that we do in the field. And so at my back you can see this is the home to Susan. So Susan's grandmother was with us here and just a while ago. And
she was feeling a little bit cold.
Yeah, it is really cold here. It is really cold here because the weather, as you look around, it is so cloudy and seems the rains are coming. And so we are in effort to try and wind up this video before it rains. We are in a rainy season. April usually is a rainy season.
And this is the climax of the long rains.
Yes, this is the climax of the long rains. Yes. Yeah, so right now
by late May it will be subsiding.
Yeah, it will be subsiding, and by July it will be so dry. We won't have the rains. Yeah, so that is why we are trying to make every possible effort to see that we plant trees this time, because the survival rate,
capitalize on these rains.
Yeah, because the survival rate is enhanced. And even you, our viewer, who would want to plant trees, particularly in Kenya, this is the best time to plant. If you do not plant at this time, the next season, the next coming few weeks might be so dry, so you may not be able to plant trees. Now, going forward, we want to update you on a project that we were undertaking here. When we were lastly in Kiburanga Village, what we wanted to do was to plant fruit trees.
Yeah, so we came to survey. On that day, we came to survey.
Yeah.
And seek if we could be allowed to do it, because we just can't just go into somebody's home with a project.
Yeah.
And we explained our intentions.
Yeah.
And the lady responded positively.
Yeah, the grandmother to Susan.
To Susan, yes.
Yeah.
So today we are here.
Yeah.
Because we want to do a food forest.
Yeah.
We want to establish a forest garden.
Yeah.
We have to start with the security.
Yeah.
Yes, because we have to make sure that whatever we are going to plant inside this garden is well secured.
Yes.
And that's when we'll be able to be sure that the goals that we intended for will be highly achieved.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Pamela. And when we got over here in the morning, what we started with, we did some measurements to see that the posts that you are seeing all around here and going to that far end, to ensure that all this works out successfully, we did some measurements, and we were using the string rope that you are seeing up there. That string rope is meant to ensure that everything falls in line. And we also did a spacing between the posts, that as you can see them here. And then afterwards, those measurements were, we used pegs to mark the spacings, And so after the markings, we got into this job of using this machine, the earth auger that you are seeing here. So Mandela spent better part of the morning running this machine. We had to come over with him because it was an overwhelming task. And so as you can see them here, they are a little busy. But they may wave at you. Mandela, you may wave. Balozi, unaweza pungia, unaweza tupungia hapa. And we also came over with Sam. Sam is on to the far end at that corner there. I don't know if he's really visible, but we'll be getting to him, so we'll show you. So walking around here, we have these posts. Perhaps I'll explain something about the posts, Pamela. These posts here are treated just like we treat electricity poles. Just as the electricity companies use poles to treat they treat their posts. Is the same way we treated this post here. So these posts that we are using are treated and they will last longer. And they are resistant to termites and also highly durable. We preferred them over cedar posts because, again, of their diameter. They have a larger diameter as compared to the cedar posts. So we are hoping that these will work even better. And also of importance to consider is that we are using how do we call it? We are using ballast. We are using concrete to hold these posts down. Remember that before we got it installed into the hole, we made some nails. We had to drive some nails at the foot of the post so that when we mix up the concrete and pour it down there, it helps to hold the post stronger, such that anyone malicious who would want to just pull it out will find it a little difficult to pull it out. And as we are speaking, the concrete is already drying up, and so this post here is already good to go. We will be curing these posts. We'll be curing them. Curing means we will be watering this concrete every day, morning and evening, to harden them, just to make them strong, just to make them hold the posts a little much more stronger. So that is what we will be doing here. I'm noting that we have got the grandmother to Susan did some jute mallow vegetable that the weeding was done very poorly.
So this was her vegetable garden, I can see.
Yeah, it was her vegetable garden. But I'm glad that when we plant the fruit trees, we will still be able to. We'll still just be able to. She will be able to.
These ones are in the shamba, because you know what we are going to establish is a kind of forest garden.
Yeah.
And forest garden.
Yeah.
Has got the same system just like the natural forest. So we'll be having different trees of different levels. Most of them will be fruit trees.
Yeah.
And then we'll be having vegetables.
Yes,
underneath. We'll be having the ground cover. So it will just be a forest of different crops, fruits and vegetables.
Akin to what we saw at
Matthew
Ramogi's place. Yes. Yeah. So you will be
and
seeing.
This farm is a little bit bigger than Ramogi's.
Yeah.
So I think here we'll be able to achieve a lot.
Yeah.
And it will be just much for consumption and for her sales. She can sell and get some cash.
Yeah.
And to the best of it, environmental conservation as well.
Right.
Because we'll be having a lot of greens just around.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it means that this space that you are seeing here will just provide so much of vegetables and so much of fruits, and we'll also have a lot more of food. Yes. So it will be, it is just going to be a place of its own kind. So much food will be achieved here.
You can remember, she was worried of maybe after we've planted, we've established the fruit trees.
Yeah, how safe will they
be?
Yeah.
How will she take care of them?
Yeah.
I had a talk with her.
Yeah.
And somehow I trained her on
Yeah.
whatever we should be doing.
Yeah.
So like most of the things here will be taking care of themselves.
Yeah.
Like the soil will be taken care of. I think after this fence, we'll have to put up a live hedge. Yeah. Of a nitrogen fixer. That will take care of the soil.
Be Caliandra
we can do Caliandra
or something else, Caliandra.
Yeah, because this is not a big portion as such. So Caliandra is okay because it doesn't have all that wide canopy. Yeah. And with Caliandra, I think it will use, I saw her with some kind of livestock. Yeah. She'll be having Caliandra branches to feed. Yeah, so she'll have fodder for the livestock. Yes. Yeah, so and the same fodder will be fixing nitrogen into the soil. Yes, and feeding the livestock as well. Wonderful. So we'll have a single line of the nitrogen fixer. All around the hedge. All around. That will take care of the soil rejuvenation, adding nitrogen to the soil. Yeah. And then, in terms of pests. Yeah. I think you see like this one? Yeah, she has onions here. She has onions, so and onions are pest repellent. Yes. Yeah, she just didn't, weeding hasn't been done here accordingly. Yeah. But I think with us having come on board, we'll just be advising a lot more. On the best way to arrange them with the other crops so that it can be of more help. Yeah. And so, you know, like just like a forest setup, it will be of bigger trees, then the medium ones, then the herbaceous ones, then the shrubs. Yeah. And then we'll be having the ground covers to take care of the ground as well. I get we'll be having the vines or the climbers to take care of the vertical space. I get you. Yeah, or rather to make use of the vertical space. So it will just be like a forest kind of. Because as you know, forests just thrive on their own. Yes. And no one intervenes. That is true. And that's how we always want our food forest to be. Yeah. Not coming with maybe pesticides too. Yeah. To take care of everything. Yeah. Spraying. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Thank you for that candid explanation, Pam. I'm just so happy that you know all this and you can articulate it just so well. So we are now beginning a new one. Yeah. A new forest garden. Yeah. And we'll help to arrange everything just well within this garden. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, so we are still thinking about what to do with this mango tree because we do not understand its history. We still do not understand how good it is. And so we will just try to understand its history. And if it doesn't make, okay, we'll be considering. If it is not a high value tree, we may just have to replace it, or we may just decide to treat it and see. What do you suggest, Pamela? I think we can reduce the branches and top work, just improving on this group. Oh, yeah. Because when we reduce the branches and leave a few, then we come and graft the remaining branches that we need. Maybe we can do 3 or 4 branches, grafting on 3 or 4 branches. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I think that's the best way we'll be able to improve it. Yeah, so we can graft a few branches. Then after grafting those few branches, we kill off the rest and remain with what is grafted. And in that case, it will even fruit faster. Yes. Wow. A pat on your back. That is an excellent way of thinking. Yeah, so guys, you can see Pamela's experience really challenging me here. She's bringing on board points that I really didn't have in mind. So we are working in a maize plantation. So we will be keen to ensure that whatever we do in this farm does not affect this maize because even after planting the fruit trees, you know, forest gardening is step by step. Yeah. Because we started with the security. Yeah, with the security. Yeah, ensuring that the hedge stands. Yeah. We'll be putting up the nitrogen fixer. Yeah. Then we'll plant the fruit trees inside here. Yes. Then on diversification, that's when we will come with different kinds of vegetables, different kinds of herbs. Yes, but that will come later after this maize has been harvested.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
At that point we'll start thinking of how to have some lavender, some rosemary, some lemongrass,
a lot of onions, maybe garlics.
I see. Yeah, so this portion will not only serve as fruit as a fruit farm, but is also going to be, is just going to encompass a lot. And as I told you, the fencing work is ongoing. So as we move to this end, we can see that Sam is here. He's called Sam, and he's just so busy doing his stuff here. So how are you, Sam?
Viewers, I'm working, I'm busy, I'm trying to find my bread.
Thank you, Sam. Sam is saying he's busy trying to get bread
from here.
From here. So we are just so happy. And I must confess that Sam is hardworking and he's so dedicated to his work. And so when we opted that we are coming to this side of Kiburanga, then we felt that it is important to come over with Sam because he's a hard worker. And then Mandela is also self-driven. As you can see in the background, he's carrying a whole load of concrete because the wheelbarrow could not be pushed into this farm. So he has to carry the ballast on his shoulder and come and help Sam to mix it up to make the concrete under the post. So we are to come along with them because they are self-driven.
We know their potentiality.
They have got great potential. Very strong people with potential, self-driven people, so self-motivated. I'm just so proud of them. And farm. So as we move around, you can still see that.
What do you think? Maybe we'll do some windbreak?
It is important to do some windbreakers here, particularly for the home. I think we'll talk more about that when we get to the home because in the entire home, there's one gravelia tree that I saw. And there is also a macadamia tree. They do not have any trees in the compound, so they do not have a single shade tree. And I think it has never come to their mind that a shade tree would be of importance to them. So it is, we will be considering how to do some shade trees in the home. But for now we were embarking on fencing. So as you can see, the fence is beginning to take shape. We will not do the chain link and the barbed wire at this moment as yet. The reason being that we have to allow the concrete to dry up.
Then after curing it will be strong enough. So that even if we use a nail on this thing, it doesn't shake.
So that when we so this has just been mixed right now, and it is still so weak. But they set up this string rope here to ensure
to align everything.
To align them, and I believe they'll just be so nice right after this. So I think we need to move upwards to the home and try to show our audience the state of the home and what we intend to, the trees that we would intend to plant there. But Pam, as we contemplate that, are you able to once more share with us the fruit trees that we will put up here?
We are going to put up oranges. Because I can see a mango tree. It's not badly off. So meaning that mangoes would also do up well here. So we'll put up mangoes, different varieties of mangoes. We can do apple, we can do ngowe or sabin. And then we'll put up oranges. We'll do Washington. Maybe
Washington navel oranges.
Or pixie.
Or pixie. I saw them doing so well in this climate.
Tangerine.
We can do some tangerine.
And a few lemons.
That is for citruses. So we'll have citruses here.
Then we'll do avocados. We love passion. We'll have passion fruits to take up the vertical space as well, because passions also bring out fruits very fast.
Yeah.
And then we'll have pawpaws.
Okay.
Yes,
so,
like the variety that we have, which produces fruits after 8 months. That will be ideal.
Yeah.
We can also give apples a try.
Yeah, we can try some apples here.
Yes.
Yeah. And what do you think of pineapples? I don't know how good this...
Maybe pineapples, they all thrive well in stony places, but maybe
in
we
dry
can
places.
do dry and stony.
Yeah.
But I think we can do a line.
We can do a single line just to see how best it may work.
Yeah.
And if it works well, I think we would go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the fruits that we are considering to plant in this home.
Maybe if there's any that we've left out, we can...
Yeah, I'm also thinking that we could have some custard
apple.
Some custard apple, and there is also the sour soup.
The sour soup, yes.
And pomegranate.
Yeah, there are a lot.
Yeah.
And I think sour soup we can do within the compound as a shade.
Yeah. And do you know jumbles? Jumbles are called jamna. Yeah, zambarau.
Yeah.
The zambarau that we planted at Asar Johansson. But now those we cannot plant in this farm because they are very large trees.
Big.
Yeah, they are too huge. They would occupy just so much space. Yeah, and so we will consider planting some outside.
Within this compound.
And I'm also thinking of the jackfruit.
Yes, jackfruit is okay.
Yeah, so we can have some jackfruit here.
To offer shade.
Yeah, to offer shade and
as well.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And also guava.
Guavas,
we
yes.
cannot have guava inside the garden, but we can set up some guava here.
Just within the compound.
Because here they grow in the wild, but ironically, this home doesn't have a single guava tree.
No, it doesn't.
And I've moved around checking in the village. They are quite rare. When we visited Fellow the boy, I think I saw a single, was it a guava tree?
No, it was not.
No,
a
it
guava.
wasn't
The one
a
you were
guava
eating.
tree. It was mulberry.
Mulberry.
Yeah, so
Not a
meaning,
guava. Yeah.
meaning even at his place there is no
But
there are no
around
guavas.
Kuri, I've not seen many guava trees.
Well, we've not seen many guava trees here. Guava trees are more to Suna East and parts of Awendo and how do you call it? Utoma Village.
Utoma Village, there's a lot of
Has just so much of guavas. Yeah, so I think where we are standing, we could be standing on safari ants, so we have to move a bit away from. So guys, as you can see, this home, it is all in a desert. It is lying in a desert. There are no trees. There is only that single tree that you are seeing at the background. That tree in the middle of the compound, it is not even a shade tree. It is something else. So it is not helping. It is not helping much. So what we will try is to have trees planted as much as possible here.
But I think we should do planting and protection as well, because they have livestock that may be walking out.
Yeah, they are keeping livestock in this home. So we will do stronger protection, actually a stronger protection than what we did at Asar Johansson, because livestock are very notorious, and we would not wish to have the trees going to waste. We will try to just give them as much protection as possible, and we will also make a strong follow-up because looking at the home, life, by all indication, life is not quite easy. Yeah, children cannot find the fruits quite readily. Yeah, everything is coming through sweat. And this grandma is old. She's not strong enough to fend for herself and her grandchildren. So if we avail some fruit trees for her and some shade trees, things that otherwise a son or her children would be doing for her. But now, looking at her state, I think we can offer to do that for her. We stand to lose nothing by doing her that. So we will plant.
It will be of great importance.
Yeah, it will be of great help to them. So as we come to the tail end of this video.
Before we come to the end, I just noticed something. There's a pawpaw tree somewhere.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a male tree.
Yeah, it is a male pawpaw. Now, Pamela.
Some fruits.
Yeah, Pamela, this could be new to you, but
I've
male pawpaws also produce fruits.
Really?
Yeah.
Are they edible?
Yeah, the fruits are edible and they taste really nice.
Wow, I've never seen this. Yeah, so
with all my experience in forestry. And
no, I've seen this since childhood. At my grandmother's place,
so
there
at
used to
what
be
point
there.
does it get to produce this one?
Now it takes quite a while. For a long time, it doesn't produce any. It doesn't produce fruits. It produces flowers, but finally, it can also produce the fruit. But usually, the flowers are just more
Does
than
it
the
mean that it
fruits.
has the female genes as well?
I don't. I don't really understand how it works. I think.
Imagine I've never seen
I
this.
think.
I've never seen this.
Yeah, male popos
Because I
usually
know male
produce
popo
very
will
sweet
always be a
popos.
male popo.
Yeah, and you can see the way the fruit is even
Only
hanging.
flowering but not producing this fruit.
Yeah, and even the way the fruit is hanging. Yeah, usually the female
It's
fruits,
weird.
the female fruits usually are closer to the trunk.
Yes.
But
They are
these
always
ones,
attached like this one. You could get a fruit here.
yeah, you could find
But
that.
this one
Yeah,
was
but
just
this one,
A long string and the fruit.
yeah. So this happens with male popos a lot. Male popos usually produce, but after quite a long time, and they do not produce much. They just produce very few fruits. So could it be an indication that this is a very actually this land is could be a land of plenty. It is a land with great potential. Yeah, but I think that potential is not yet been exhausted. I think this is also an indication that when we plant pawpaws, they'll just do so well.
They'll do well because
Yeah.
if a male pawpaw can produce fruits, then,
Yeah.
then you can.
No,
what
I
can a
used-
female one do now?
Yeah.
It will produce a lot.
Actually, a female pawpaw would produce a lot more. Yeah, this sounds funny, but male pawpaws usually they have more flowers,
More flowers
than
yeah.
fruits. But I'm glad that for once we've seen a male pawpaw that has got fruits. Yeah, it's just so funny, just so amusing.
I've never seen.
This is has been just so impressive. Yeah, so this is it. Walking around, we are just seeing just so much potential. We have got also mushrooms.
These are the wild mushrooms.
Yeah,
Are
these
these
are.
ones edible?
I don't know if they are edible. But I remember in our childhood, we would walk around in the farms picking mushrooms would just be growing in the wild, and we would pick. And wild mushrooms taste nicer than domesticated mushrooms.
I'm not a fan of mushrooms.
You're not a fan of mushrooms? Wow,
But
I
it
love
seems they were a
mushrooms.
lot because I can see it.
Yeah, usually there are just so many, and I used to see so many mushrooms in my childhood. These days, mushrooms are just not easy to come across. Yeah, and I'm seeing also from that far end an avocado tree. Yeah, you can come over, we see it together. There's an avocado tree to this end. Don't know. I don't know about this mango tree. This
one
here.
must be just a different variety. This is not the local mango
Yeah, this
tree.
mango tree here is just.
This one must be Ngoe.
It must be going.
Ngoe. But
Okay.
maybe from the seed, not
Yeah.
grafted. This is
Yeah,
from the
it
seed.
wasn't grafted. This
Yeah.
this must have grown from the
But it's a
seed.
different variety. It's not the local one. that
But
we
now,
use.
unfortunately, it is too close to this avocado tree, and the two growing together, I don't know how that will be. They might not produce.
Maybe you can do something to this one and leave this one. Because
Yeah,
this one is easier to manage. It's not gone that far.
yeah,
So we can top work maybe some 2 or 3 branches from this one.
yeah,
And
and see how it goes.
see how it goes.
Yeah,
Because with top working, it will not grow all that tall.
yeah.
It will just start producing maybe when it reaches this height now.
Maybe when you talk of top working, it is important that our audience understands top working. Top working, guys, top working means that a tree that is already growing from the ground,
From the ground, yes.
and you graft it. So that grafting process of a tree that is already grown on the ground is what we call top working.
Top working, yeah.
Because you are working on the top.
On the top of the tree that is already on the ground.
That is already on the ground. Yeah,
Yes,
so
yeah.
we will ensure that we see a way out. But now we are not in the same area that was being fenced off. This is a different section that has vegetables, and
Susan's grandma had agreed that we can make an extension of the same idea to this end. And so we are seeing such a possibility that we will come over and do much more here. Yeah, so what else, Pam, have we left out that we've not updated our people?
We've tackled
I
everything.
think we can think of that as we walk back.
We've tackled everything.
Yeah.
Except I had to say that one of our friends has got a birthday today.
Ah.
Let's receive that information. I think I showed you.
You showed me.
Yeah, maybe we could sing him a happy
Yeah,
birthday.
yeah, there's a very special guy to our YouTube family.
Yes. He
So,
knows himself. He knows himself.
Yeah. No, we will call him Tony. So Tony, we want to sing
just
you.
to hide the name.
Yeah, because
so we can sing him a birthday song.
yeah. So Tony,
Okay.
So can we go?
Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tony. Happy birthday to you. Yeah.
Could have asked me how old he is, but
Yeah, I'll inbox him.
yeah.
Yeah, so that is a very special person to us at Joint Hands Green Life Trees.
Yeah.
He's just so special. We had to recognize his birthday.
Sure.
Yeah, so we are coming to the tail end of this video, having shown you the fencing that is ongoing, and also having taken you through what we actually intend to achieve for this home. And we are believing that in a few days we will start seeing a difference in this home, and I believe things will just be working just so well for us in this home. I'm looking forward to a very fruitful project. And this project, as we undertake it, we also have members of our YouTube family who are into this. We just owe them just so much. We're just so grateful to them. Yeah, so as we come to the tail end of this video, I've got to remind you that please take your time, subscribe, comment. We welcome all comments.
Yes.
Positive, negative. Negative comments will help us to improve on what we are not doing right, and also positive comments will drive us, because we are driven by your comments. They motivate us many a times. We read very motivational comments that you know, the work we are doing is not so easy. It is difficult, but the motivation we get from you, our YouTube family, is just so amazing. It gives us the zeal and the motivation to continue working, and so we're just so grateful to you people. Yeah, so please just subscribe.
Subscribe, like, and share.
Yeah, subscribe, like, share, comment,
Yeah.
and just to bring as many people on board as possible. We are headed for greatness, and
And we
our
are
greatness is dependent on you. Yeah,
Yes, and we are here to spread.
we are here to spread love.
Love,
Yeah, and so help us to spread this love.
Sure.
From Joint Hands Green Life Trees, we wish you all the best. God bless you.
And bye.
Bye bye. Yeah.